Okay, Brooke, you know that unspoken rule in the dance world, right? No one puts baby in a corner.
Yes, of course. That's why I no longer dance with babies, duh.
Right, but being put in a corner is exactly what might be happening to rap star DaBaby. And for very good reason. He went on a truly terrible homophobic rant on stage last week at the Rolling Loud Music Festival in Miami.
Yeah, and now that it's gone viral, he's being heavily criticized and dropped from a bunch of upcoming appearances.
Yeah, he definitely crossed the line. And with everyone from Madonna to Questlove to Elton John and Chris Brown calling him out, he's trending everywhere.
But the question is, will this controversy actually make DaBaby more famous, or is this the moment he joins the cancel club?
Yeah, this might just be one of those times we put DaBaby in a corner.
I truly love you.
From Wondery, I'm Arisha Skidmore-Williams.
And I'm Brooke Siffrin. It's Thursday, August 5th.
And you're listening to Rich and Daily.
When I got interested in cryptocurrency, I wanted to trade and explore, but I was hesitant at first. I mean, it could kind of feel like a secret or exclusive club. If you thought about entering the world of cryptocurrency but felt a little overwhelmed, do what I did and check out Coinbase. Coinbase makes learning to buy, sell, and spend cryptocurrency simple. Backed by the world's leading investors, Coinbase helps you start your own portfolio and learn to trade like a pro. And they keep your portfolio safe and secure while adding crypto into your mix. Coinbase supports the most popular digital currencies on the market, offering portfolio management and protection, learning resources, and a mobile app so you can trade securely and monitor your crypto all in one place. Whether you're looking to diversify, just getting started, or searching for a better way to access crypto markets, start today with Coinbase. For a limited time, new users can get $5 in free Bitcoin when you sign up today at Coinbase.com/Wondery. Sign up now at Coinbase.com/Wondery for $5 in free Bitcoin. This offer is for a limited time only, so be sure to sign up today. That's Coinbase.com/Wondery.
We get support from Thumbtack. How will you ever stop your to-do list from growing? You could become a magician, or you can do what I did and download Thumbtack. It's the app that finds local pros for all your home projects. Hire a plumber to fix your leaky faucet, or a handyman to hang your curtains. You can even hire a pro to organize your messy closet. Yep, there are people in your city who specialize in that. I actually just downloaded the Thumbtack app and I could feel my apartment breathe a sigh of relief. Hello, fresh paint and an AC unit that actually works. On the Thumbtack app, you can compare prices, read reviews, and chat with pros directly. When you've found the right person, you can book them with just a tap. All of those annoying projects will just disappear. Maybe it is a little magic. Download Thumbtack and start your next project today.
Brooke, let's play a guessing game. I'm going to describe a scene. You tell me where you think you are.
Okay, got it.
It could be outside or inside, but either way, it's really loud. There's a lot of people. You're probably dancing.
Oh my God, am I at a concert?
You guessed it.
That'll be a no thank you.
Okay, well, just pretend for a second. There you are, blissfully dehydrated as you thrash away and show off your moves.
Okay, so being jostled around in a crowd of sweaty, dancing fans while your favorite artist screams into a mic is my absolute nightmare.
Well, too bad, unfortunately, because here you are listening to hot rap artist DaBaby, aka Jonathan Lindale Kirk. And then he suddenly stops rapping and starts talking. But he's not telling a funny story or explaining how he wrote the next song. Instead, he's saying some really cringy, misinformed, terrible, awful, homophobic things.
Yeah, so we're not going to repeat them because what he said is absolutely disgusting. But to sum it up, he said something like, if you have HIV or AIDS, you're going to die in 2 to 3 weeks. And then he asked his fans who don't have any deadly sexually transmitted diseases to put their lighters in the air.
Yeah, so understandably, people are upset by this. And now DaBaby is facing some major backlash and cancel culture.
Right. So he was dropped from the huge Chicago music festival Lollapalooza just a few hours before he was set to headline. And a whole bunch of other festivals dropped him after that, too. There was Austin City Limits, iHeartRadio, Day in Vegas, Music Midtown. The list honestly goes on. And radio stations across the country have also dropped his music. He lost a big sponsorship deal with the clothing line Boohoo.
And to top it all off, he's now getting called out by some pretty big celebrities and musicians.
Yeah.
Singer Dua Lipa, who collaborated with him on a remix of her hit song Levitating, she released a statement saying, "I'm surprised and horrified at DaBaby's comments. I really don't recognize this as the person I worked with." And she also told her fans that she stands with the LGBTQ community and says, "We need to come together to fight the stigma and ignorance around HIV/AIDS." And then we also had Elton John, who we all know is an incredible singer-songwriter and also a pretty big LGBTQ activist.
Yeah.
He came out and said that the statements DaBaby made during the show fuel stigma and discrimination, and it's the opposite of what our world needs to fight the AIDS epidemic.
Yeah, and then another legend, Madonna, and the Roots frontman Questlove also criticized what DaBaby said. And singer Chris Brown also condemned DaBaby on Instagram, telling him to shut the F up.
I gotta say, if Chris Brown is telling you to sit down and I'm siding with Chris Brown's statements, you know you done messed up really badly.
100%.
So you know how it goes after a celebrity messes up. They have to apologize and make it right. And DaBaby did just that, kind of.
Definitely not the best apology I've ever seen. So he released a music video on July 28th, just days after his outburst for his new song, Giving What It's Supposed to Give. And in the video, he holds up a sign that says AIDS. And then at the end, these rainbow-colored letters appear with the message, "Don't fight hate with hate. My apologies for being me, the same way you want the freedom to be you."
I mean, it's just kind of like when Chick-fil-A tries to put a rainbow flag with their food.
Right.
Like,
we're not buying it.
Okay, all of a sudden you support Pride and then July hits and you don't even know about I'm
No,
sorry. Like, I
exactly.
hate this. I hate how celebrities do this, and I hate how it's so insincere and you're just trying to like save face.
Yeah, I agree. And just the fact that he's like, "I'm sorry for being me," as if like, you know, being a homophobe is just him and we should accept it because we all want freedom of speech. It's like, no,
Not how this works. Yeah.
Yeah.
And fortunately, this apology did not cut it for anyone else. And he ended up releasing another one on Instagram earlier this week.
Yeah, so he basically said that social media will try to demolish you. And then he thanked the people who have privately messaged him and tried to educate him. And he says, "I want to apologize to the LGBTQ plus community for the hurtful and triggering comments I made. Again, I apologize for my misinformed comments about HIV and AIDS. And I know education on this is important."
Yeah. And then Miley Cyrus posted on her Instagram an offer to have a conversation with DaBaby.
So as we know, Miley is a member of the LGBTQIA plus community, and she reached out to DaBaby via his DMs to spark a conversation. She says she wants to see how we can learn from each other and help be part of making a more just and understanding future. And then she goes on to say, "It's easier to cancel someone than to find forgiveness and compassion in ourselves or take the time to change hearts and minds."
Yeah, which I feel like that's a good way to look at this. Like, it is easy to just be like, you did something terrible. That's it. We're never going to talk to you again. And like to give the space to educate. I don't know that that's going to work with DaBaby, but I applaud her for trying.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he like doubled down and tried to defend himself in the first place doesn't give me a lot of hope. And also, like, this isn't Miley's place or any other member of the LGBTQ community's place to educate DaBaby. Like, it's not their place. It's not their burden to carry. But I do applaud her for trying and making an effort.
Yeah.
I get it.
And she's not the only one that reached out to DaBaby. Yesterday, 11 national LGBTQ and HIV/AIDS organizations came together releasing an open letter to him.
So the organizations basically requested a private meeting with him to talk about the facts of HIV and then give him the opportunity to share what he learns with his fan base. And part of the statement says, "We must address the miseducation about HIV expressed in your comments and the impact it has on various communities."
Yeah, which I feel like even if he doesn't end up changing ultimately from this, I'm glad that they're working to get the correct information out there. Because some of the stuff he said was just blatantly untrue. And
just wildly inaccurate.
Yeah. So at this point, DaBaby has every opportunity to make this right. We should mention this is not the first time he's been problematic.
He was also in trouble last year when he viciously slapped one of his female fans in the face. Apparently, she was like trying to take a photo of him during a nightclub performance. And he says there was light in his eyes or something. And he thought she was a man, so he slapped her. And of course, the whole thing was caught on video.
Which I might be outrageous for thinking this, but maybe don't slap anybody regardless of gender. Like,
right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were a different gender, so I thought it would be okay to hit you. No, just don't hit people.
Right. God.
Yeah, so with all this bad public behavior swirling around him, it looks like DaBaby could be the newest member of the cancel club. I mean, even though he's apologized, a lot of people, me included, feel like that's not enough.
Yeah. So writer Kevin Powell, who covers hip hop and toxic masculinity, says that DaBaby has to be serious. He says it can't just be an apology just because you're trying to save your career. And let's be honest, that's how a lot of people view these apologies. Like, it always seems like a move to keep your career from bombing.
Yeah. I mean, just look at all the things that got canceled. Like, that's money he's losing. Why wouldn't he at least pretend to be sorry?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Even if DaBaby is canceled, is he going to change his ways? Because a lot of the time, I feel like when an artist gets canceled, they're also still getting a lot of free publicity. So is there actually an incentive for them to change?
I mean, I think it all comes down to your fan base and how they perceive what you said. Because at the end of the day, the people who are mad, if they're not listening to your music in the first place, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You know what they say, though? Like, there's no such thing as bad press, but I'd really like there to be.
Yeah, you and me both. So who knows what the future will hold for DaBaby.
Cancel culture is one fickle beast.
I do like, though, that we're finally holding people more accountable for their words and actions. But at the end of the day, who knows if it's going to matter?
Well, I can tell you one thing. I'm definitely holding you accountable for making me pretend I was at a music festival.
That is very fair.
I know.
From Wondery, I'm Arisha Skidmore-Williams.
And I'm Brooke Siffrin. This is Rich and Daily.
See you tomorrow, Richies.
Listen to Rich and Daily on Amazon Music or on your Alexa-enabled device. Just ask, Alexa, play the Rich and Daily podcast.
And tell your friends, we've got the hot goss.
Hey everyone, Jake Brennan here, host of Disgraceland, a music and true crime podcast about musicians getting away with murder and behaving very badly. With episodes on the Rolling Stones, Cardi B, Nirvana, Nipsey Hussle, The Grateful Dead, and more, streaming now on Amazon Music. Find and follow Disgraceland in the Amazon Music app.